Hey guys, it's Jason. Welcome back to another little Q&A session here. So another question that was posed to us is, what can I expect when I come to the funeral home and want to do a pre-arrangement? So there's a few different things that we can talk about with this. One thing that I want to make sure that you understand is the difference between pre-planning and pre-funding. Massive difference. Pre-planning is when someone comes here and they say, Jason, I want to be cremated, I want to have a traditional funeral or whatnot. They make their wishes known. They give us some information about themselves so that it makes the process a little easier at the time, but they don't pay for anything. That is what is referred to as pre-arranging. Pre-funding means that you did everything that we just talked about before, where you made all of your selections, you gave us the information, but by some means, whether it was by a payment in full or by insurance policy or whatnot, that you have prepaid for those arrangements that you've asked for. Another question that we get asked is, when people want to prepay, do they have to pay for everything all at one time, or can they make payments? The answer is yes and yes. You can pay for everything all at one time, which essentially will lock in or freeze, if you will, the cost of your services and your merchandise items that you selected. But you are also able to make payments as well if you want to. We have a means by which that you can put a little bit of money down, and then you can make monthly payments or quarterly payments or whatever works best for your budget. Now, what to expect when you come in here and you do a pre-arrangement with us? Well, there's going to be some information that we need you to bring about yourself, and it's going to be things like your birthday, where you were born, your parents' names, your mother's maiden name, how far you went with your education, what your work history was, what your education history was. We have an entire form that we can even send you ahead of time. And if you want to, you can always stop into the funeral home here and we can give you one of these handy dandy thoughtful decision guides that have all of that information in it that we are going to need, and you can fill it out, bring it back into us when you come in for your appointment. So where does the money go when you pay for everything? Well, we can't just, for lack of a better term, put it in our checking account and go, they're okay. By law, we have to trust that money away into an interest-bearing account. The interest helps you because what it does is offsets any future raise in cost on those services and merchandise. So what happens if there's excess money left over at the end when you pass away and we have to service that pre-arrangement? Well, if there's excess money left over, we can't keep it. We have to refund it back to your next of kin or whoever you direct us to do at the time. But if it's upside down on the services and merchandise, there's not enough money in the account, as long as we are not asked to perform a service that wasn't on the original contract, or if we weren't asked to upgrade merchandise or whatnot, we have to discount those services down because you've already paid for them. The vehicles that we use, if you will, to trust the funds are West Virginia Funeral Trust, life insurance policies, and whatnot. The nice thing about all this is that there is a long paper trail to make sure that everything that you do with us is protected. Not only do you get a copy and we retain a copy of everything, but we have to forward all that paperwork to the Attorney General's office, and there is a statewide database of every person who has prepaid for a funeral at the Attorney General's office. So if there's ever a question on anything, even if somebody doesn't have a pre-arrangement with us, but they call us for a service and say, well, I thought mom might have paid for something somewhere, we can call them and find out for sure. So you get a copy, we get a copy, the trust company gets a copy, and the Attorney General gets a copy. Everything is protected, and it's a great investment for you folks. If you have more questions about pre-planning or pre-arranging or pre-funding, just give us a call, 304-292-9494, or shoot us a message here on Facebook, or text us at the funeral home line, 304-292-9494. We're going to have some more good Q&As coming up here, so stay tuned. Good seeing you guys, and again, stay warm and dry. Take care.